Hello everybody, it's Vincent Grosso here and welcome to another episode of my channel. And today I wanted to talk about winter and spring. So welcome to my visually impaired life, and if you haven't been here before and watched any of my episodes, I suggest you hit the subscribe button right now. And while you're at it, if you like this video, hit that too. But why do I want to talk about winter and why do I want to talk about spring? Well, for a few things. Winter for me was horrible. Nothing about it did I like. I didn't like the fact that I was stuck in the house all the time. I didn't like the fact that, when I did go outside, I was snow blinded by the sun hitting the snow everywhere. I didn't like the fact that everything was all white all the time. And, it wasn't even the shoveling part or snow blowing or anything like that that got me. It was everything else. It was cold, didn't want to go out, couldn't go for walks because of frost heaves, holes, rocks, tree branches, you name it. I had it all. And I did not have a blast this winter at all. It was my first winter as a visually impaired individual, and I gotta say, I'm not looking forward to next winter already. But what am I looking forward to? The fact that I go outside to get the mail, I go outside and don't necessarily need a jacket as much anymore. I hear the water melting everywhere. I see the ground showing up more and more in areas, and I'm just excited. So last winter, I had way too many depressed days that I could count. And I had anxiety at times because I was worried that I was going to hurt myself or fall just going to the mailbox. So then we had mud season, which is now, and just getting from our house, from the main highway to our house is like going on an off-road adventure. So thank God we own a Jeep. So it's crazy. In fact, something funny to tell you. So yesterday my wife and I were driving back from the store, and my wife was on our roads towards our house, and literally it's so bumpy, it's so muddy everywhere. It's like an off-road adventure. And my daughter was yelling at my wife from the back seat saying, "Mommy, you need to stop driving on the bumps. I can't put my chapstick on." And then when my wife turned around to see what she was saying, she started busting out laughing because my daughter was trying to put on chapstick while we're going on the bumps, and my wife's going really slow on these bumps, and she's got a chapstick all over her face. So she had a big streak coming off this side of the mouth, that side of the mouth. It was all over her face, and it was the funniest thing. I couldn't see it, so it wasn't as funny to me as it was to her, but she would not stop laughing, my wife. And even my daughter started laughing. She's like, "Stop laughing at me." And then she started laughing because she knew it was funny. So she likes being a showboat. So anyway, that was a funny moment we had yesterday. However, I don't like the winter. And I don't think I ever will like the winter anymore with my visual impairment. But I like spring. Last spring and summer, I slacked a lot when it comes to my yard work. I was still moping over my eyes. I was still afraid to do too much. I thought I wasn't sure if I was having a stroke or not. But you know what? Not now. I'm going to do as much as possible this spring. So I gained 22 pounds just this winter. And that's a lot. I usually gain winter weight, but that was too much winter weight. And never again is that going to happen. But I became mopey, and I had times where I was afraid to exercise because I thought I was going to have a stroke or a heart attack. And, I don't know. I just got used to being lazy, I guess. I play with my daughter and stuff, but that's really not exercise. So I could have done more, got my heart racing and stuff, but I didn't do that. Well, this spring, I'm going to make sure I garden. I'm going to make sure that my wife gets a little veggie garden. I'm going to try to put a greenhouse out there, like one of those $40 greenhouses you put herbs in. So I want to get one of those out there. Our stairs, they're so crappy. When we bought our house, we knew that they had to be replaced. It was part of the deal, that we knew they were bad and we were going to repair them. So my wife, though, wanted to wait because of my visual impairment. She wanted to make sure that we built the stairs that satisfied my disability. So we're building stairs that are like 1 or 2 stairs and a platform, 1 or 2 stairs and a platform going down, and they're going to be away from the roof because we have steel roofs in our house, and in the winter the snow and the snow and ice melts and it lands on the stairs, and then it causes ice on the stairs, and no matter how many times you salt or whatever, it just builds up. They're just not in the right spot. So those are getting torn down, and we're getting new stairs, so that's going to be a hefty job, but that's going to be professionally done. And I want to get a fence in the backyard, so hopefully we can get that done if we have enough money at the end. But I want an enclosed yard so that my kids and my dog can play out there while I'm out there. I won't be so nervous with my daughter out there by myself, and I will have more confidence. So it'll help me big time. You know, I live in a neighborhood where, yes, I'm in the woods, but I have a lot of close neighbors, and they have dogs, and I don't know all these dogs from a hole in the wall. So I want to make sure my kids and my family are well protected. So, but anyway, I got that, and I want to make sure I go for walks a lot more. I want to go on trail hikes a lot more. I cannot wait. Winter was so depressing. I mean, sometimes I was stuck in the house for 2 weeks straight without leaving to go anywhere, not a store, nothing. Because we didn't have the money to spend. So when we, stay home, we don't spend money. We're not an online shopping family, So I do shop online, just not often. And also my wife, she works a lot. She works, overtime a lot where she works, and they do mandatory Saturdays. So sometimes she's so tired, she'll come home at like 5 o'clock, and she doesn't want to come home at 5 o'clock and leave to drive 45 minutes to a store to spend an hour to drive 45 minutes back. By the time she comes home, it's time for bed again. So, and we got to cook and eat late, and nobody wants to do that. So it's totally understandable that my wife doesn't want to do it in those times. So just wanted to say that spring is here, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. And my question for you guys is, how's winters for you? Maybe you've been visually impaired and blind for most of your life. How do you deal with winter now? Or if you're like me and you just started your winters as a visually impaired or blind person, how has it been for you? Has it been as depressing and mopey for you as it has been for me? I'd like to know. And tell me, what are your plans for spring and summer? Because I know my plans. I'm going to go metal detecting, fishing. A lot of these things I don't even know if I can do anymore. But I'm still going to try. Nothing's going to hold me back to try. And I'm going to film all of it when I try. I'm going to try to golf again because I love golfing. I'm going to, I want to still try to get a boat. I mean, even visually impaired, I get some small ponds around here. I don't see how I couldn't get a boat, but I could be wrong. So, we'll find out. So in due time. But anyway, I just wanted to make this short little video telling you that, winter stinks. Spring and summer's upon us, and I'm happy, and I can't wait to do things. I wanted you to know how depressed I was in winter, and I want you to know how happy I am now. So if you, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Ring that notification bell for future videos. Hit the like button if you like the video. And most of all, just leave a comment, because more than anything, I love it when you guys comment on my channel. So this is Vincent Grasso, and I will see you again next week.